So, a little bonus video for this week, all because I got something new in the mail just today. It's Peaches and Cream, baby. We are talking all about the 1980s favorite for all Barbie collectors. I mean, you might say it's a toss-up between Day to Night Barbie and Peaches and Cream, but it really seems to be that Peaches and Cream is everyone's favorite Barbie from the 80s. This is the second reproduction that has been made. I actually got this American Girl one for half price. I just saw randomly at the Mattel store down in San Bernardino, which is kind of like an outlet. You can always find really good deals, but she's cute. But this isn't about her today. This is about the brand new reproduction, and I gotta say, she looks pretty stunning. We're gonna open her up really quick. We're gonna compare her to the original. A quick note, if you want to know just how close this is to your childhood Peaches and Cream Barbie, or the one you have now, I will put a comparison photo up on the screen here so you can see the differences in the skin tone and the makeup. The brows are a little darker on one. This is a good reproduction. Already I can tell, but we're gonna open it up. We're gonna see exactly how it compares. This is my vintage one. She's from the Philippines. Stunning, absolutely gorgeous. Here's another one here out of the box. You guys, Peaches and Cream is just one of those dolls that has everything. You know, we've got these miles and miles of this peach colored chiffon, long, poofy wrap around her shoulders. I mean, she's just everything. She is too cute. I love a Peaches and Cream Barbie. I did also order the African American version of this one, but she hasn't even been shipped. I don't know, it was a total surprise for me to see this in the mail today. And I thought, I've got to open it up. I've got to share it with you guys because the African American version, last I checked, was still for sale on Mattel Creations. So you should get in on that right now if you can. Anyway, let's open her up. I've got my scissors here. I'm gonna do it. Let's see how she compares. All right, we've got some very lovely packaging here. I mean, not a lot going on here, but it's very pretty. I like the packaging. Bit of a shame to open her up, but like I said, I've got another one on the way. That stunning African American version. So I can't wait to see what she looks like. She has the Dee Dee face, and so quite different than the superstar we are seeing here. Let's see. Okay. Now, okay, I will say, already the fabric on this one feels very, very different than this one. This feels much stiffer. A lot of the time, you know, those early 60s vintage outfits, they just feel better to me because of their age. They're softer, they're slightly worn. I mean, there is something to say about that because dolls in general just have this thing, you know, you feel them, you feel the different textures, and a lot of the time that's just part of what makes fidgeting with the doll, holding it, redressing it, that's just part of the experience. So I will say this feels pretty stiff. It's not nearly as soft as this. We're not gonna hold that against her yet. Let's get her out of this packaging. All right, here she is. My God, it's like surgery getting her out of that box. So many ties, the things in the hair, on the wrists, on the back, everywhere. The hair is not the cleanest. It's not really in much of a style. There's a little bit of fallout from the hair, but in all honesty, the original isn't that much different. I think the original's hair looks a little more golden. If you were to compare the makeup, pretty similar. You know, the purple eyeshadow, blue irises, the same lipstick shade, sort of a coral that you would see on this embellishment here. It's all pretty much the same. Okay, now you are probably noticing right now that this one has a much more orange tone to it as well. I didn't notice that at first, but it's this layer of chiffon underneath the top layer that seems to be having that effect. Actually, I think it's both layers of this when I look at it. Yeah, this older one looks peachier. It could be because of age. Something's telling me it's not. This definitely just feels lighter. And you know, while this feels more like a light chiffon that'll flow, just seeing them here side by side, they are not identical. So there's that. I mean, when I'm looking at them both, I think the face on the Reproduction, because it's so new, most likely, definitely looks a little bit better. But the dress, as far as the color goes, and the way that it moves, see how this is bouncing around? This one is stiff. I think that overall the vintage one is looking a little better. For the bodice on the gown, this one has a heavier texture. You know, all of the little indentations over the bodice are a little bit deeper than over here. Yeah, they both have that iridescent look about them, but this definitely feels a little more textured. Now, as for this big poofy stole, the only thing that's different I can think about this original one was it came with a little dial. So you could, I guess, play a little game with how she's gonna wear this stole. You know, it wraps in different ways and it's cute. There are other things you can do. You can wrap it around the gown here to make it puffier down here. You could do an asymmetrical look around the shoulder. It's fun. I mean, there's just another reason why people love Peaches and Cream. She's definitely in my top 5 of 80s Barbies, and these vintage ones are so expensive nowadays. So whenever we get a reproduction, I think it's a good idea to just snag one while you can. And if you are wondering, my personal favorite 80s Barbie is Great Shape Barbie. People don't get it, I don't care. That Jane Fonda thing gets me every time. If they reproduced a Great Shape Barbie, I would be after it. I would buy, 5 of them. But this isn't about her. This is the year of Peaches and Cream. This reproduction is pretty true to the original. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a thumbs up. There was a little bit of hair fallout. The hair isn't like that soft or anything, but this is a very, very beautiful doll. If you haven't ordered one yet, I think it's worth buying. I really don't have any serious complaints about this. I think it's a great repro. Let me know if you got this one or if you're gonna try to snag the African American version that's still on Mattel Creations. I think you should. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.